What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, bringing you yet another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle against Law, who is a subscriber/follower on Twitter. You guys know how it goes by now. Anyway, we're having a mixed tier match today, so it should be a lot of fun. I always like mixed tier matches because you can just bring whatever you want. You're not restricted to one specific tier. You can see stuff from all over the place, and that means that I can bring some kooky stuff too. Didn't really do that as much this time though. Anyway, before we get into the challenge today, or challenge the battle, this isn't Battle Spot Live. What am I talking about? There's no challenges. This is a battle. This is a fight. Anyway, before we get into that today, all that good stuff, just want to remind you guys of our like goal for this video, which is 70 likes. So if we can meet that, that would be absolutely fantastic. Don't forget to click that like button. It does help out a lot, and I do appreciate your support as always. I say it in every video. I sound like a broken record probably, but alright, today I'm bringing the Milotic, Crobat, Torterra, Scyther, that's right, Scyther, Eviolite Scyther, Jolteon, and Tauros. So we should have some fun with this. We'll see what my opponent is bringing. He is bringing some pretty cool stuff as well, just about all underused except for the Venusaur. So we've got Sableye Machamp. What the hell is that thing's name? Galvantula. Sometimes I just have a brain fart. I think of the nicknames that I named my Pokemon, like mine's name is Kumonga. So I just think, oh, that's a Kumonga. It's not a Kumonga, it's a Galvantula. Venusaur, Clefable, and Chandelure. So, yeah. That is all a thing. I guess I have a lot of physical attackers, so I need to be careful of that Sableye Will-O-Wisp. Definitely. I do notice that he does not have any thing that's going to be immune to my Jolteon's Volt switching shenanigans, so that means that that's what we're leading off with. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that because the Galvantula could be a lead. And yeah, You know what? No, let's start off with the Crobat because I should still outspeed, even though I'm not max speed with that Crobat. I can U-turn to break his Focus Sash if he's carrying that and switch into Jolteon, potentially baiting a... Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Potentially baiting an Electric-type move to finish that thought. And, you know, activate the Volt Absorb, then finish it off, and possibly even Volt Switch back into the Crobat to defog that sticky web away. Because I do not have a spinner, I just have the defog, so I do need to protect the Crobat as long as that Galvantula is around to set up the sticky webs. So, he's going to start off with the Venusaur, actually. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm just going to straight up Brave Bird the crap out of this thing. Because I see no reason not to. I'm going to be faster. Even if he Mega Evolves, he's not going to like a Brave Bird to the face. That's not going to be something that he's going to enjoy too much. If you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Say no more. Say no more. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Why do I know this has been a recurring thing, too, in just about every episode. I'm like, I say something really silly, and I'm like, why do I say things like that? That's pretty much how my daily life goes, so that's not like a thing that I just do on YouTube. It's just like, I constantly am saying things and I'm like, where in the world did that come from? Where did that come from? And why did I say that? So anyway, yeah, Crobat's, he's ready to go. He's got his bitch face on. Look at that. He is ready. Venusaur is looking a little bit scared. He looks like he's shaking in his boots a little bit there. I don't know. I don't know. So he is going to withdraw, seeing as how that is a bad matchup. So a U-turn may have been useful there. I don't know. He's going to go into the Sableye, which is not going to like the Brave Bird, but I don't think that's going to be a one-hit KO, and I'm going to have to switch out here because I do not want to get a Will-O-Wisp. So we can very easily recover on the switch. Very, very easily do that. But staying into Brave Bird again would be kind of silly anyway. It really, really would. I have to hard switch because that priority Will-O-Wisp is a thing. I could switch into Jolteon, though. That has potential. Although, getting my Milotic burned will activate the Marvel Scale, so that has potential too. There's potential everywhere. There's potential everywhere. Wahaha. Let's see. It's pretty much, it just comes down to Milotic or the Jolteon, which one I decide to switch in. I can then Toxic with the Milotic if I really wanted to do that, but then he could very easily just switch into Venusaur again. So I need to keep momentum. I'm going to switch into the Jolteon. If he wants to burn it, that is perfectly fine by me. If he wants to recover, that is also fine by me. I'm not really worried about it either way. So we'll see what happens. He is going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. I figured that was pretty obvious, but there was no reason for him to not go for it. But now he's going to have to go for the priority recover or switch, because this incoming Volt Switch or T-Ball, it's going to hurt, and he doesn't want to have to deal with that, I don't think. Thinking he doesn't want to deal with that. We're going to go for the Volt Switch. I would like to get some momentum. He may very well just recover here, because if I were to stay in, he could recover stall me, because I don't think I can just one-shot him. I know I'm Specs, but still. So if you guys haven't actually heard about the tier changes yet from Smogon this week, the month of June. I know when I'm recording this, you guys won't see it for a couple of days, and I may have actually made a video about the tier changes specifically. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that at this very minute. That video may already be up on the channel when you're watching, but anyway, Jolteon has dropped down to RU, so I think that's the lowest it's been maybe ever. I don't know. I'm not positive, so don't quote me on that, but it usually sticks around in the higher tiers, so it's kind of crazy that it's RU. But I'm going to like that, because I love using Jolteon. You guys know that. I use it all the time here on the channel. But anyway, the Clefable is going to come in here, take that Volt Switch, and it doesn't really appreciate it too much. So now we can go into something else. Let's see. Basically anything that will be faster than this thing and can kill it, which is basically everything on my team. Pretty much, except for Torterra and Milotic. I guess I can just go into Tauros here, because I can Iron Head it, and I don't have to worry about a miss with the Rock Climb or anything like that. So that's what we're going to go for. We're going to go for that Iron Head. If he wants to switch out, that is fine. Absolutely fine. So here it comes. We'll see if he wants to save this Clefable for later, or if he wants to give up a wall this quickly. Now, judging by the damage that it did, I don't know if that's a special Clefable, or especially defensive Clefable. It's really hard to tell, because Jolteon is just so powerful. People underestimate its power. I mean, I know it's known for its speed, but it's just a really strong Pokemon, too. So, yeah, Tauros is, I haven't used Tauros in quite a while. I'm going to start bringing back some Pokemon that I used a long time ago, because I know there's a lot of new subscribers around. Welcome, by the way, any of you that may be new. I don't say that too often, but it's good to have you here. Hope you stick around. But a lot of you don't know a lot of my older sets that I used from a couple of months ago, so I can start bringing those back, I guess. He's going to switch out into his Sableye, predicting the normal type move, but I go for the Iron Head, and that is going to be enough to take out the Sableye, so I don't have to worry about the burns anymore. That is a huge problem out of the way, because Sableye is just so annoying to go up against. And I really don't think there's anything wrong with it. I actually really like Sableye as a Pokemon. I think it's really cool. So that is that. Out comes the... I don't even want to try to pronounce this nickname, if it's even a nickname. Maybe it's just the French name, because he is from Canada, so maybe he's French-Canadian, or his game is in French. I don't know. I may just be talking out my wazoo here. But he's going to go for the Poison type, or not Poison type move. He's going to go for the Fighting type move, obviously. Now I've got a couple of resists here with Crobat. It's going to resist that 4 times. And then I also have my Scyther, which is going to resist that 4 times. So the problem is that Machamp can also carry the Elemental Punches, and none of my other Pokemon are really going to like those too much. So if he goes for the Dynamic Punch too, that is going to be a problem. That is definitely going to be a problem, because I don't want to be confused. Really don't want to be confused. So we're going to go into Crobat to take the incoming, most likely Dynamic Punch, maybe Cross Chop. I mean, it has the same power, but it just doesn't have the chance to... he's going to go for the Stone Edge, predicting the Crobat. Very nice play. Down goes the Crobat. Yeah. I don't know what else to say, but yeah. So, now we need to switch into Scyther. That was a pretty predictable switch, So, I mean, I kind of discredit myself there for making the obvious switch, because the Dynamic Punch was just so obvious. But that being said, we're going to go for the Aerial Ace here and hope that this thing is not Scarfed. If it is, we might be in trouble. We should be able to take this thing out. No, it's not Scarfed. Technician, oh, he survives, and he's going to get the Stone Edge off again, and he's going to connect again, and Scyther is dead. Ouch. That's 2 Pokemon down just like that. Poor Scyther. I got him from a subscriber, by the way, so I mean, he's only on the screen for about 10 seconds, but it was fun. It was a fun 10 seconds. So let's go into, let's see. What do I want to go into? I don't know if it really matters at this point. I don't know if it really matters. I guess we will go into Tauros, because I don't want to get any kind of burn damage on Jolteon if I don't have to. So we might as well just go for... He can't switch into Sableye, so we might as well just go for an Iron Head. That sounds like a lot of fun. We do still have our walls in place, even though Crobat and Scyther went down. So that is still working for us. And his team is getting weakened, even though he has more Pokemon left than me, because he's done some switching around and I've got some damage on things. The problem with Scyther and... he's going to get the Bullet Punch off. Alright, so it must have been Assault Vest. Anyway, the problem with Venusaur still being around and Crobat and Scyther still, or not still, but being gone, is that I don't have any flying type moves to take on that Venusaur. I do have the Zen Headbutt with my Tauros, and I may have to rely on that. I'm not positive. I don't know if I really want to rely on that because it doesn't have perfect accuracy and the hacks is usually bad. Now, crap. What is this thing going to go for? Obviously a fire type move, right? Obviously. So we're going to go into our Nuragami, which is going to be our Milotic. Should be able to take anything that this thing can throw at it. If he wants to go for the Energy Ball, so be it. That's not going to be a one-hit KO. Definitely not. He is going to go for the Energy Ball, so that is a good prediction on his part. But, oh wow, that's going to be a 2-hit KO, and he gets the special D-drop. Ouch. Ouchies. That has to be Specs, though. There's no way that that was Scarfed and doing that much damage. No way. Man, all of my... The predictions have really been killing me here. I've just been doing a really poor job at predicting, I'm guessing. Do I need this Milotic? Do I have to save it for anything? No, I do not. Gonna go for the Scald. He's going to stay in an Energy Ball, so I could have switched out to something to take that, but I guess it's not really that necessary. Down goes the Milotic. In a little bit of a pickle here. We're going to go out into... I'm pretty sure he's... Why did I think he was going to go for a different type of move? Why did I even think that that might be possible when he's clearly locked in? Very clearly locked in. Let's see. What do I want to go into here? I can go into Jolteon and start Shadow Balling all of the things, because that would just straight up kill this thing, and it's going to do a lot of damage to whatever comes in, even if it's Venusaur. Or I could go into my Atlas, the Torterra, and Earthquake, but I'm not invested. So that doesn't seem like the best idea. Let's go into Jolteon here. This might end up being a close match. I'm already down to 3 Pokemon. He's down to 4 Pokemon, and his Clefable is weakened. It is weakened. So let's go for... Let's see. Decisions to make here. I always have decisions to make. I don't think I can one-shot this thing with anything but Shadow Ball. So that's what we're going to go for. He's going to withdraw because he doesn't want to be locked into the Energy Ball. He's going to go out into, what is that? Venusaur, which should be able to take this Shadow Ball okay. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. Yeah, it does take it okay. And let's see, what should I go into now? I can go into my Atlas to start earthquaking it, but if this is a Mega Venusaur, there's really not much I can do to it. I need to get Tauros in to Zen Headbutt it, is what I really need. Because that really didn't do that much damage at all, did it? No, it did not. Do I need the Torterra for anything else? I'm just like sacrificing my entire team, basically. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm not playing so well. I'm just doing all of the very easy predictions here because I guess I'm being very predictable today. Or this guy just knows how I play, but I feel like I'm making plays that just would be very obvious to anyone. So, that being said, would this thing have anything for Torterra? I don't know. He could potentially have HP Ice or HP Fire. He could be running like a Leech Seed set. We're going to go into Torterra, and hopefully he doesn't have any type of recovery that's not Leech Seed. Otherwise, we'll be in a little bit of a pickle. We should be able to one-shot it with the Zen Headbutt, though, from this range, so we should be okay. He is going to Mega Evolve, and that is an issue. That is a bit of an issue. We'll see what he wants to do here. He's going to go for the Sludge Bomb. So I'm kind of glad I didn't switch in Torterra on that. Or not Torterra. What is its name? Tauros. I'm having a brain fart. This battle's moving very quickly. We are like 14 minutes in, and he's down to... Oh, he still has 4 Pokemon left. I'm about to have 2 after I... lose this Torterra here, which will be coming up shortly. Having this Venusaur out of the way will be a big plus for me, though, and I don't think he has anything on his team that can outspeed Jolteon, so that will also be a plus. I can start unleashing all kinds of Thunderbolts and Volt Switches and all that stuff, as long as I have another Pokemon available. I mean, I'm already down so much. I don't know what he wants to do here. He may just, let's try to like synthesis. If he carries that, he may just continually synthesis and synthesis and synthesis until I'm dead via the poison damage. That is very, very possible. Florizar, is that his? I guess that's his French name. These look like French names. I mean, I'm not an expert on the French names of Pokemon, but that looks something that could be French for Venusaur. Right? He's going to go for the Sludge Bomb, stay in, so Torterra's going to go down this turn, I believe, as we get an EQ off. And that does a decent amount of damage. Definitely a decent amount of damage. With the lefties and the poison, though, we are going to actually survive this turn. If he has Synthesis, we're going to have to bring Tauros in. We need to rely on Zen Headbutt, basically. That's what it comes down to. There's the Sludge Bomb. He's just going to finish me off, and there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about that at all. Alright, Tauros, you are definitely up here, my friend. Definitely up here. I clicked the wrong button. I'm trying to send in Pokemon that are already fainted. That is a great way to win a match. Like, go, Crobat, even though you died 10 turns ago. Zen Headbutt it is, because that actually has higher accuracy than Rock Climb. And I shouldn't take any recoil. Oh my goodness! Seriously, Zen Headbutt? Thankfully, he goes for the Leech Seed there. Ugh. That is terrible. I needed that to hit really badly. Because now we can switch out, knowing that the Zen Headbutt is coming. Does he have anything that can resist that? I don't think he does. But we have to go for it. He's going to stay in. The Zen Headbutt is going to connect this time. That should be a dead Venusaur. Thankfully, we do not take any Life Orb recoil because of the Sheer Force. We're not going to get Leech Seed damage this turn either because we knocked out a Pokemon. So that is that. He's going to go into the Chandelure, which is Scarfed. He's going to go for the Fire Blast. Or not Scarfed, it's Specs. I think we determined that it was Specs last time, but it's at full health. That is the problem. Going to go for the EQ. And that's really my only hope. We do outspeed because he is not scarfed. As I mentioned, this EQ should take this thing out, and it does. So we've evened the score here, and yeah, it's pretty even, have to say, because we're taking the Life Orb recoil there because Earthquake is not boosted by sheer force. He has the Clefable, which is low on health. He also has the Galvantula, which I actually think I outspeed. Pretty sure I outspeed this thing. So, what would he want to go for? Sticky Web to lower the speed of my Jolteon, I guess. That would be what I would do. Because I have no way to get rid of it. So I guess what we're going to do here is EQ, because I don't want to miss. I don't know if EQ would kill, though, if he's not carrying the Focus Sash. Let's go for the Rock Climb. And we do connect, so hopefully he's carrying Life Orb. Nope, he's got the Focus Sash. Here comes the Sticky Web. Oh no, he goes for the T-Bolt to finish off the Tauros. Okay. Oh, but Tauros barely survives. He's going to go down to the Leech Seed, though. We should be in a good position here. We can lock ourselves into T-Bolt with Jolteon. Wow, this was really close. Even though I got predicted that many times. Oh, man. Good match. Good match. And this guy said he was new at competitive battling, too, so he did a really good job. Have to say, bravo, my friend. Let's go for the T-Bolt. I mean, this match isn't over yet. I'm pretty sure he still has the Clefable left, and that it doesn't have priority. We should be able to finish it off with the T-Bolt, but I'm not positive, so I don't want to call it a game here. Not by any stretch of the imagination. So down goes the Galvantula to the not very effective T-Bolt. It's keeping me on the edge of my seat, even though I'm not sitting in a seat. Oh, alright. In comes the Clefable. It's at a little bit less than half health. Let's unleash a Thunderbolt and hope for the best. No min damage, because a Moonblast should take me out with the burn and everything. And it just does barely take out this Clefable. That is going to be the match. Very, very close. Came down to the last Pokemon. This man had some fantastic predictions, so definitely applause to you. You did a great job, and yeah, you wanted me to give you advice, but clearly you know what you're doing, so I don't think you need that much advice from me. I think you actually played better than I did. Anyway, that's going to be it for this time, guys, so thank you very much for watching. As always, don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because it does help out a lot. Of course, I appreciate your support. And also, I will leave the Twitter link of our opponent in the description below if you want to give him some practice, or if you want to just have a battle, or whatever. So that's it for this time, and I will see you for the next battle. But until then, game on.